Stay respectful as well in your comments and feedback. We all come from various backgrounds, and so we don't want anybody triggered. So please, let's keep it respectful. And finally, it's an interactive meeting. So we want to see the chat box buzzing the entire time of this meeting. You're permitted to go haywire there. Just leave your comments, leave your love, send your feedback, whatever it is that you need to do. And for those of us in the room, anytime anybody takes that podium, we clap. When they come back, we clap. Anytime you see somebody on the virtual lectern there, we clap. As they are going off, we clap. So it's a clapping session, right? We need to give people courage because it takes a lot for you to just come up there to do what it is that you have to do. So let's encourage ourselves today as we do this. And I would say, let's have fun because the meeting is designed for you to have fun today. With that said, I would like to welcome to the lectern our delectable president of Pecten Toastmasters Club, which is none other than Toastmaster Ekwuchi Joy James for our opening remarks.
Thank you very much, Madam VPE. I am excited and I'm glad. Excited because today is a very interesting day. We're doing something very peculiar, something very exciting. I don't know what other words. Help me out, Grammarian. I can't hold myself back. I'm super, super, super excited. Just take excited. When I can fill up my vocabulary, I'll help you. I'll give you more words. It's Speakathon, icebreaker Speakathon. I know I'm spilling the tea before time, but I can't keep calm. I remember the first time I gave my icebreaker speech. It lives rent-free in my mind. It's still fresh. I know the emotions. I've done it twice. I'm on my second part. It was a very exciting experience for me. It was a roller coaster of emotions. I felt excited, apprehensive, a bit afraid. It was just a lot of things going on. So I'm excited to see what the speakers today have in store for us. We're still in the mood of Shoshin. We're still in the mood of daily, but still in the mood of just inner reflection, learning to grow, learning to improve, just being a learner's mindset. Today, as you listen to these people, I know to you may feel like, oh, this is their first speech. What they really know about Toastmasters. I want you to have a learner's mindset today. There's always something to learn. There's always something to learn. I am definitely leaving here with something. I don't know about you, but I am leaving here with something. It's going to be an exciting meeting for me, and I'm keeping an open mind. Thank you to all 26 people on the call so far. Looking forward to more people joining in. Without further ado, we'll go straight into it. There's someone that will be anchoring and taking the affairs of this meeting to a different dimension. The person is called the Compare MC. When they get on the lectern, they'll tell you what they truly are. But in Toastmasters parlance, that person is the Toastmaster of the day. And this particular Toastmaster of the day is special to me. She's my paddy outside of Toastmasters, and we have a lot in common. Our Toastmaster today is Toastmaster Grace Peter. She is a public relations officer and data analyst. She is a member of the Premier Speakers Club. She's completed the Visionary Communications and Effective Coaching paths, 2 paths. Her hobbies are curating and capturing moments, rise and rise again until lambs become lions by Russell Crowe in Robin Hood is her favorite quote. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, join me as we welcome the Toastmaster of the day with the glowing skin that I always, Gloria, aka Gloria, Toastmaster Grace Peter.
Thank you so much, Madam President, for the warmth in your introduction. And I'm super elated to be home. Yeah, I call Pecten home because, I mean, there's no other place to be on a Tuesday other than in Pecten Toastmasters Club. I know I've not been here for a while, but it feels kind of good to be here. And playing the role of the Toastmaster of the day. I mean, that's quite exciting. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're joining from. My name is Toastmaster Grace Peter, as rightly introduced, and I would love to welcome you to today's meeting. It seems it's a bit quiet in here. I know Pecten for fun. I know Pecten for creativity. I know Pecten for their energy. So please kindly unmute yourself. I need to feel a bit of that energy. Yes. So say something. How are you doing? Where are you joining us from? That's a good place to start from. Where are you joining us from? Please kindly type on the chat box. You can quickly unmute and say, oh, I'm joining in from here. I know some people are joining in from Port Harcourt. So where are you joining in from? Olem says Port Harcourt. Yeah, you're free to unmute yourself. Since we have a lot of people joining in from Port Harcourt, Elizabeth says she's joining in from Lagos. Yeah, I need to hear a voice.
Hi, Toastmaster Grace.
Hi.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yes, Oluwatosin. I'm joining in from Abuja.
Nice. The Borg City. Thank you so much. That being said, today is an auspicious day. For me, it gives me that nostalgic feeling because I mean, I can remember when I gave my icebreaker speech. I'm going to give you the gist. I will spill the tea later. But yeah, it brings back that feeling delivering my icebreaker speech, and I'm like, wow, look at how far I've come. And when she read my bio, I've done 2 paths. That's quite interesting. So I'd love to commend every speaker that we have in this meeting that is going to deliver their speeches. I'm actually looking forward to that segment. So I'd love to welcome everyone to today's meeting. In a typical Toastmasters meeting, we usually would have 3 segments, but for the purpose of today's meeting, we are having 2 segments. First is the prepared speech segment, and the second is the evaluation segment, where we get to hear feedback on how well we fared in the course of the meeting. Don't worry, you're not going to be hearing my voice all the time. I have someone I would call the quality control, or you can also say someone that is in charge of monitoring and evaluation. In Toastmasters, we are big on feedback. Feedback is that stepping stone to our growth in our Toastmaster journey. And there's someone we call the general evaluator who is in charge of, him and the role player, they're in charge of giving feedback on how well we fared in the course of the meeting. So fellow Toastmasters, guest on this call, join me make welcome our general evaluator, Toastmaster Samuel Ollor. He is an information technology leader. He is from the club Victoria Bay. He's on the persuasive and presentation mastery path. His hobbies are framing and traveling. And his favorite quote is, if opportunity doesn't knock, build a door. I love that. Milton Berley. Please, if your mic is not muted, kindly mute your mic. Thank you. That being said, Toastmasters and guests, please let's make welcome our general evaluator.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. And to my friends, and also to my mentor, the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Grace Peter. Good to have you here. I'm also happy to play the role of G at Pecten Club. The club I love so much. I love their energy. I love the people. I love the result they are achieving. Thank you. As a general evaluator for today's meeting, my role is to look at what happened before the start of the meeting, during the meeting, and to evaluate and give report in terms of how well we have done, areas of strength. I need to also bring it out so that we can continue to dwell on that. And if there are possible areas of improvement to make our meetings smoother and smoother in near future, I will also give a report. The work of the general evaluator is not going to be done by wholly me. I have teams of role players who will be doing justice to this. A Toastmaster will evaluate every role. Everybody that speaks will be evaluated at Toastmaster. And we have a grammarian. I will be introducing the grammarian for today's meeting. He's going to introduce and also share with us the role of grammarian. The role of the grammarian for today's meeting is Toastmaster Oluwatosin Adeyeye. He's a nutritionist, solist, TCM presentation. Currently on presentation mastery, and he likes to sleep. Wow. I'm sure he's going to have a very good BP. You like to sleep, and then you take a lot of stress away from you. On this note, I want to bring Toastmaster Oluwatosin to the virtual lectern as she explains her role and shares the word of today. Toastmaster Oluwatosin, the floor is yours.
All right. Thank you so kindly, Toastmaster Samuel Adu. Just kindly confirm that you can see and hear me.
Loud and clear.
Can you?
Yes.
Thank you. Though the general evaluator thought that he was a she, but it's fine. We all bear to sin. And thank you so much, Pecten, for inviting me over. So tonight, or this afternoon rather, my role would be to pay close attention to all the speakers, listen carefully to the language usage, specifically improper usage or standard usage of the language in words, quotes, and thoughts. Additionally, my role tonight, this afternoon would be to introduce the word of the day. I don't know if the word of the day is displayed.
Yes.
Is it?
You should see it on your screen right now.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So the word of the day is pronounced burden. Kindly unmute so I can hear your voice. Burden.
Burden.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Definition, it means beginning. For a person, it means beginning and showing signs of promise in a particular career or field, beginning to develop or become successful. Usage, Toastmaster Samuel they are budding Toastmasters. Example 2, they have a budding relationship. Synonyms, nascent, initial, incipient, and inceptive. And at the latest segment, first I would like to encourage everyone to incorporate the word of the day into their project delivery whenever they come over to the lectern to speak, and I'll be back.
Thank you. I think that is done. Toastmaster Oluwatosin confirmed that you have explained the role. Boarding is the word of the day. My boarding relationship with Toastmasters, essay and Toastmaster. So I started when I think that was about 2 years ago in Lagos, during the Toastmaster Nigeria conference. If Mr. Ese, you remember, I was a bit disappointed when I did not see Toastmaster Joy at that time. This is a Toastmaster, so let's start the bonding relationship. This is where we can get the right relationship, the right connection, and get better at what we do. The next role player in my team is our hard counter and the general evaluator. Hard counter, yes. This man is playing the 2 roles at the same time, a hard counter and listening evaluator. Is Toastmaster Samuel Ollor. I hope I pronounced the last name very well. He's an engineer by profession. He's a member of Pecten Toastmasters Club and is currently on presentation mastery. He likes watching sports, movies, playing tennis, snooker, and video games. his favorite quote is, imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world. That quote is by Albert Einstein. On this note, let's jam our hands together with a round of applause to our own Toastmaster Samuel Ollor as he explained.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. In this meeting, I'll be playing the role of accountant listening evaluator. My role in this meeting is going to be watching out for filler sounds and crutch sounds such as and also listening for overused words such as I, and, and so on and so forth. After the meeting, I'm going to give you a report of the number of times every speaker uses such words and such filler phrases, and I'm going to give the number of times they were used. That's going to be my role in this meeting. Thank you. Back to you, our general evaluator.
Thank you. I begin to have a building relationship with Toastmaster Samuel, my namesake. The next role player is the timer. Our timer for today's meeting is none other than Toastmaster. We have Samuel Ollor. Toastmaster Ollor, how do you do it? We have Samuel today. First Samuel, second Samuel, third Samuel.
Literally.
Samuel is Toastmaster Samuel. Is our timer for today. Is the computer sciences. Wow. Then we have two things in common now. The same name. It's also a computer sciences. The same profession. Toastmaster Samuel, let's connect. It is time to build a relationship. He's a member of all city speakers and currently on visionary communication part. His hobbies are reading, playing games, watching movies, and cryptocurrency farming. Wow, that's very good. A lot to learn from you. His favorite quote is, it doesn't matter how slow you go as long as you don't stop. It doesn't matter as long as you get the result. On this note, let's give him another round of applause. The third Samuel, Toastmaster Samuel.
My greetings, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. This should be my second meeting with the Pecten Toastmasters Club, and my relationship with the Pecten Club is budding up. As a timer, I'll timetable topic speakers, common speakers, and evaluations. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red cards. So watch my background. You see the cards change as you speak. For the table topics, you speakers, you should limit your speeches to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I'll raise or change my background to green. At 1.5 minutes, I'll change it to yellow, and at 2 minutes, it will be red. It should be 4 to 6 minutes. At the 4th minute, I will change the background to green. 5th minute, yellow. In the 6th minute, I will change the background to red. For other speeches, prepared speeches, it should be 5 to 7 minutes. I will change the background to green. At the 5th minute, at the 6th minute, I will change it to yellow. At the 7th minute, background will be red. And finally, for the individual evaluations, it should be between 2 to 3 minutes. At the 2nd minute, I will change the background to green. At the 2.5 minutes, I will change it to yellow. And at the 3rd minute, I will change it to red. Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster.
You, Mr. Timer, I want to ask, did he see the card when he was displaying the card? especially the role players and speakers. You do see the card, the red card, the green card.
No.
Am I okay? I'm supposed to change the cards now, right?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
You have to display the cards so that
It's
when
my
it is
first
red,
time.
when it is green,
It's important in relationship to be a timer, so I'm learning. So I will change the background. Just give me a moment to bring that up. So this is how the background would be for the green time. Then this is the yellow timer, or the orange timer. And this is your time up.
very
So,
good.
I don't know if you got me clear now.
Yes, yes. I think it deserves a round of applause for displaying his role. So Mr. Timer and the third Samuel in this meeting, if you allow me to call you that. On that note, as I've said, we are all going to come back at the end of the meeting, towards the end of the meeting, to give a report of how well this meeting has been fared. On this note, let us know that Toastmasters meeting is organized, is set up to encourage bonding. And let's use the opportunity of this meeting. I see a physical audience there. I hope we know ourselves. I'm sure the Toastmasters will be able to do justice to that. Let's encourage bonding and let's learn and bond together. On this note, I hand over the control to Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster Grace Peter, the virtual lectern is yours.
Thank you so much, the General Evaluator. I must say I have a burden likeness for you and your team. Look at you using the word burden, and I mean, you're already giving me a run for it, but trust me, we are going head on this. So well done to you and your formidable team. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, when the role players were telling us about their role, did you notice a trend? Did you notice a trend? Fastest finger. Did you notice anything? I mean, we are celebrating something today, right? What are we celebrating today?
International Men's Day.
Nice, Queen of Smile. Thank you for that response. And did you notice that all our role players, they are actually men? So notice that with me as well. So I would love to say happy International Men's Day to all our men out there. Yeah, thank you. I just want to use this medium to celebrate you. Thank you for inspiring us. I'm having an interruption. So thank you for inspiring us, not just with your strength, but with your speeches, with your kindness, with your humility. Thank you for cheering us on, even being part of our journey. We appreciate you. We see you, all our men in the house. Please, everyone, can you give a clap? All our men in the house, we celebrate you. We love you. And thank you for making the world. That being said, at this point, I would love to welcome you, yes, to the first segment of today's meeting, which is the prepared speech segment. As a budding Toastmaster, when you come into Toastmasters, you join what we call pathways. Pathways are different paths where you begin your communication journey. And the first speech in every path is known as the icebreaker speech. What's the icebreaker speech, I hear you ask? It's simply that speech that gives you the opportunity to introduce yourself to your club, to everyone on the call, to our guests. And our fingers are crossed. We want to know all our new Toastmasters. I know not everyone giving their speeches are new Toastmasters, but we want to get to know you more. And at this point, I'd love to welcome you to this segment. To kick off this segment, I'd love to bring to the lectern people we call the evaluators. They evaluate every speeches here on Toastmasters. experienced Toastmasters evaluate others? And they just give them that feedback that you said, well, yeah, oh, this is room for improvement and you can do better, yeah. That's the essence of evaluation. So at this point, I will be calling up our first evaluator who will be evaluating our first speaker. And the first evaluator is none other than Toastmaster Tobiloba. She is a communication strategist. She's from Pecten Toastmaster Club on the innovative planning path. Her hobbies are learning, researching, and eating. Her favorite quote is, everything will be okay in the end. It's okay. It's not the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. And that's by John Lennon. Toastmaster Toby, the lectern is yours, please.
Thank you, everyone. Good evening once again, Toastmasters and guests. I see a lot of lovely faces in the room and I'm excited. So very quickly, Toastmaster Sona will be delivering his icebreaker, and this is his very first speech. And I want to assure everyone not to expect anything short from budding Toastmasters. So one thing I've learned is to never underestimate beginners because they come with the freshest type of energy. So it's back to you, the Toastmaster of the day. Please introduce Toastmaster Sona.
A quick one before I commence. Can you kindly confirm that I can be heard? Because I got a private message. Awesome. Thank you for that feedback. There you have it. Our first speaker for today's meeting, none other than Toastmaster Sona. He is speaking from the Presentation Mastery Part, Level 1, Project 1. He is a member of Pecten Toastmasters Club. Who are you really, Toastmaster Sona? Toastmaster Sona, who are you really?
Hello. Please confirm you can hear me. Okay, just before I start, I'm currently in the Eiffel Tower, so this might be the most epic icebreaker that's Pecten Toastmasters has experienced. But thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day, for that introduction, and good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'd like to start off with a simple question. I'd like someone to come off mute and let me know their name.
Essay.
Okay, Essay. Who are you?
A baby girl.
That's a very good one. That's a very good one. But I am Sona, and I always find it difficult to answer the question, who are you or what do you do? I am a mechanical engineer, or rather, I studied mechanical engineering in school. But then my favorite subject in secondary school was economics, and now I'm currently in a supply chain role. So who am I, really? I love the quote by Lily Tomlin, where she says, I always wanted to be someone, but then I realized now that I should have been more specific. And that begs the question, who am I really? What defines me? I want to take us back to the beginning and we'll work our way back here. So growing up, I always wanted to be a DJ. I love the music. I was 8 years old. I had no idea what a DJ was. I thought they were the ones that made the music, and I wanted to do that. I love to sing at any opportunity I got. I used to sell pure water, that's sachet water, to the boys that played football outside my road, just to make up money to buy my first guitar. To me, that was a great accomplishment and great feeling. And this made me Sona the aspiring musician. But then growing up in an African home, how do you want to explain to your parents that you want to be a musician? So obviously I had to do well in school as well. In school, I loved math, but not for that math. I loved physics.
Excellent. For the clarification.
I loved physics. I loved chemistry. But then I also loved financial accounting, economics, governments, and the likes. I had to stick with the sciences because I felt like I was stronger there. So I went on to university and studied mechanical engineering with the hope that I'll get an oil company work, right, and job, right? And then that made me Sona the engineer. But spoiler alert, I feel like I already don't like engineering so much. And I'm already working on other opportunities to take me to different places. I like to call it my transition project. I'm currently working on a tech product for the same oil and gas industry that I'm currently working in. And this makes me Sona the entrepreneur. And while doing that, I also want to share my journey with the world to an audience. And this makes me Sona the content creator. And if you're going to share your journey with an audience, you need to learn how to communicate, right? Guess what that makes me? Sona the budding Toastmaster.
I like that.
I joined Toastmasters because I wanted to be a better version of myself. And I saw Toastmasters as that step that will make me more confident, more inspiring to the people I'm speaking to, and learn how to communicate. I see public speakers on stage, and I always dream to be like them, to be able to share my story with the world. And that's why I'm here today. Taking a look at everything, I feel like we all wear different hats at different times in our lives. When we're asked, who are we or what do, we usually take the most prominent thing in that moment and forget about all the other little things that make us who we are. So, for example, me, looking at Sona the musician, Sona the entrepreneur, the content creator, the Toastmaster, Sona the brother, the son, the friend, the probably future husband of someone because I'm not married. All of these come together to make me into who I am today. So who am I really? I am Sona. I can be whatever I want to be, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to be whoever I want to be. Thank you very much, fellow Toastmasters.
Very nice.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sona. That was profound. That was amazing at all levels. Toastmaster Sona, the jack of all trade. I absolutely love that. Hello, Toastmasters, guests on this call. As an audience, it is your prerogative to ask speakers. At this point, I would love to give 1 to 2 minutes. I need to see the chat feature buzzing. Let's tell Toastmaster how well he has fared in his speech. I'm looking at the chat box now. Toastmaster Sona, I shattered by Sona the multifaceted. Thank you, Toastmaster SA. For me, it's how you connected different aspects of Toastmaster Sona. I actually connected to the content creator side because I want to be that budding content creator. So thank you so much for inspiring us with that speech. I need to see more comments on the chat box. More comments, please. Zoom Master, they say you should please mute Brenda. Who is Brenda?
That has been muted.
You nailed it, Toastmaster Sona. Bravo. Thank you. Toastmaster Sona, I hope you're internalizing the comments because this is going to nudge you further in your journey. Awesome. So awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Fantastic. I love it. At this point, I would love to call the evaluator of the second speech. Zoom Master, please, the evaluator of the second speech.
Just a second, I got you.
Okay. Yes, and that's none other than Madam President. She was rightly introduced at the earlier part of this meeting. She is a biomedical scientist and a data analyst, my fellow baby girl. She is the president of Pecten Toastmaster Club on a persuasive influence path. She loves making money, traveling, and spending time with family and watching exciting shows. Our favorite quote is, whether you think you can or you can't, You are right. Toastmaster Ekwuchi, please, I yield the lectern to you. What's the objective?
Thank you so much, the Toastmaster of the day. Please confirm that you can hear me and see me.
Loud and
I
clear.
see it. Oh, great, great. Zoom was trying to play games with me. Good evening, everyone. It is my pleasure, absolute honor, to be evaluating embodying Toastmaster Shakirah. I personally have a so I for one am
Toastmaster Ekwuchi, we lost you there.
Okay,
doing the
Zoom
most.
Toastmaster Ekwuchi, can you hear us?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I'll go straight ahead to introducing. Next speaker is Toastmaster Shakirah. Looking forward to hearing her speak. I've admired her zealousness and her urge to be a better. Most privileged to be listening to her today. I'm hoping that as she gives her icebreaker speech, she introduces herself to you all as a budding communicator that she is. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, to introduce Toastmaster Shakirah.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ekwuchi, for that succinct delivery. As much as network tried to play fast one on you, but I loved that you mastered that. Thank you so much. At this point, I'd love to bring to the lectern. She's already at the lectern, Toastmaster Shakirah, who will be speaking from the Presentation Mastery Path, Level 1, Project 1. She's a member of Pecten Toastmasters Club, and the title of her speech is Trust Your Guts. Toastmaster Shakirah. Master Shakirah, trust your guts.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day. I've always struggled with what I want to do, the best decisions to take, the best choices to make. However, I've never struggled with what to do. I've never struggled with what I do not want to do. I don't like what I do not like. And studying French at the beginning was one for me. Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. My name is Salahudeen Shakirah, and this is my icebreaker speech titled, Trust Your Gut. As a budding university student, I remember during my university admission process, I was conflicted as to which course to study between English language and linguistics. I've always loved English language, right from my primary school to my secondary school. Saddled with this dilemma, I decided to sought the advice of an older family friend who was working as a course advisor at the university, and he has so much knowledge around admission processes. I met with him and I presented my options. Guess what he told me? Why don't you study French? French? Number one, that's not part of my options. And that was the first time I would hear people would actually go to the university to study French as a course. Thirdly, I didn't have any basic knowledge, basic foundation of the French language. The last interaction I had with that subject was in primary school. I didn't pay so much attention to it, as I didn't like it. He further went to say, at that time, the Department of European Studies, which French was under, needed students. And with my result, it was automatic admission. Now, I would like to add this information, as at that time, that was my second attempt at admission. The first one wasn't successful. He further said, I could switch to English or linguistics in my second year. I was skeptical a bit. However, I followed his advice. Guess what? Yes, I was given admission. In fact, my name came out in batch A. I was very happy. A body jambite. I can finally leave home. However, my happiness was short-lived. Guess what? During my registration process, I was given an undertaking which says, on no account should you leave the Department of European Studies French unless you will leave university. At that time, that's not the plan. The plan was to enter with French and leave to another department. That was not the plan. I felt stuck. I was sad. At that time, I had two options: to stay and study French or abandon the old admission and start again the following year. I decided to trust my gut. I stayed back to study French. During my time studying French, I had so many reservations. One being, as a body corporate girl with French certificate, it was not fit for any profession I would love to do after university. Regardless, I stayed back and I earned a degree in French. Back to present. I'm currently working in a corporate space, and my role is 100% commercial. And I'm happy to tell you that my background in French is one of the reasons I was chosen for this role. My knowledge of French was the reason why I was the edge I had during the recruitment process. I am happy that I took that risk. I am excited that I trusted my gut. I trusted my gut, and I'm still trusting my gut. Into 2024, I had a lot of personal objectives. Some are to build my leadership capabilities, to become a better public speaker, one of my struggles, and to be a part of budding community that is forward thinking. And Toastmasters came highly recommended. Now, I've attended a lot of virtual meetings and physical meetings. And guess what? I am happy that I trusted my gut to make this decision, because this is the space to be. Before I leave, I would love to leave us with this nugget. Please trust your instincts. They know what you need before you do. Thank you so much for listening. And back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Wow, bravo, bravo.
I love the energy. I love the energy. I am feeling the heat from here. Well done, Toastmaster Shakirah. That was awesome. I trusted my guts, and I am still trusting my guts. That was quite inspiring. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, please can you furnish Toastmaster Shakirah with all the compliments in the chat box? Let's see the comments rolling in. She definitely shattered the ice with that speech. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shakirah. Wow, who would have thought French would do that? Looking back, I just remembered secondary school, French was a no-no for me, but now I'm learning French.
Someone says très bien, Shakirah. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shakirah. At this point, we would segue to the segment we call Welcome the Guest segment, which will be facilitated by Madam President Toastmaster Ekwuchi.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day. Confirm that you can hear me now and my network is much better.
Yes, please, it is.
Oh, hallelujah. Great. If I got $1 for every time you saw my face on your screen, I'm a budding, what now? On air personality. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our guests. If you know me well, you know that this is one of the most exciting parts of the meeting for me. I'm always so excited. I'm always so jittery. Jittery is not the word. I'm always so bubbly when it's time to welcome guests, because I believe the guests are the spies of every meeting. I always say this: if I see the same faces over and over again, in as much as it's great to see beautiful faces, familiar faces, the call, my goodness, we cannot take every single comment. What I'll do is I'll give opportunity for two people, just two people who are first timers on the call, to just unmute for a second and say hello, how they heard about the meeting and how the meeting is going for them so far. Just two for our takers. First person, lucky taker. A guest, first time in the meeting, in the room and online. Do we have anyone in the room?
You have like 7 in the room. So
great,
don't worry.
just one. Let's take one.
Hello. Good evening.
Evening, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
Okay, my name is Victor Raka. I guess I would follow the tradition of the last speaker to say I followed my guts to jump in on. Yeah, I've always wanted to be part of the Toastmasters Club, and I've been looking for the, what I call it, the branch whose calendar aligns with my activities. And I recently joined, is it the Shell Club? But incidentally, their activities happens to take place on Wednesdays. Incidentally, in my church, I am the host of like what we call a fellowship, and both events happened at the same time. So interestingly, Dr. Tari joined one of the sections, and I saw that she was a part of it. So I wanted to know how she's been able to manage both timings, saying that we share similarities in terms of what we do. And she said no, she was only a guest, and that incidentally her own happens to take place on a Tuesday. And I checked that Tuesday fits perfectly with my schedule. And today, she sent the invitation yesterday, and today I'm on the call. So I'm happy to be here. It aligns with my passion to get upskilled in terms of my public speaking skills and improve my communications abilities. And I'm happy to be meeting everyone on Pecten Toastmasters Club today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Toastmasters Shakirah said, trust your instincts. They know what you need before you do. And that's the story of Victor is a great example. His instincts told him that he needed to be here, and of the truth, you need to be here. Welcome. We love having you. I see single person on the call. We can't call you one after the other yet, because we still have a lot of things to do throughout the meeting. But just know, have this at the back of your mind. We are happy, elated, overjoyed, all the synonyms of happy that you're here with us today. And we are looking forward to seeing you over and over again. There's going to be a form put in the chat box by VPE. Olem, is that form available?
We're going to drop that very shortly. Let's
great.
Just have the next.
Shortly, beautiful. Shortly, you'll see in the chat box. Keep your eyes peeled in the chat box for a form you'd fill. Just let's get to know you more and keep in touch with you. Thank you so much. Welcome and have a great time. Hope you're enjoying the meeting so far. Have fun. And it's back to you, the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much, Madam President, for facilitating that in such a great manner. At this point, I'd love to bring to the lectern someone who is quite finicky and creative when it comes to this kind of things, and she knows how to do it best. So she will be facilitating this interactive session, which is, did you know? Toastmaster Ollor, please grace our lectern. It's over to you.
Good evening, Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Again, I am delighted to be your facilitator for this segment. I would like to start the segment by asking you a question. Very simple one. How many senses of taste do we have? How many? Answer, please.
4.
Say what?
4.
You said 4?
Yeah.
Who said 5?
5.
Okay.
5.
You said
5.
5.
Good.
5. Oh, Kevin said it. 5.
Kevin said it. Great. So can you call the first one for me?
5.
So because
5.
You can use your mouth, you can use your hand. Let me stop there.
Hold on.
5.
So it's 5. What's the first sense of taste?
Sweet.
Sweet. That's good. What?
Sour.
Sour. That's great.
Bitter.
Next
Salty.
one.
Wait,
Salty,
I
thank
always
you.
thought of this one. Umami or umami? Umami. I think it's umami or umami.
Umami.
The picture one is what?
Ogami or
Umami.
something.
Umami. Esa
Bitter.
said umami. You've taught me before. Umami.
What does tomatoes taste like? Can anyone describe?
Tangy.
Is it? Is it?
It's tangy.
If Mama says tangy. If Mama says
It's
tangy.
tangy. It's tangy. That's correct.
So since it's tangy.
Wait, which as a biology environmentalist, which species of tomato?
All right. What does fish taste like?
Delicious.
The fish is either salty.
That's because you've put something in it. So the umami taste is actually the savory taste. And that's the taste that you really can't explain to somebody. You know when you eat food and you're like, this food is tasting really nice. But when they're like, what's inside there? It's slightly salty. It's slightly sour. I don't know exactly what it is. So that's what the umami taste is for. So that's what I put up there. The second one I want to ask is, please, Tops, help me with moving.
Sorry, we can't see it. Okay.
Go. Just keep going. Go.
Okay.
Go. Go. So if you see how the tongue is divided, if you had to put something in your mouth, the areas where you would sense those and the common things that are tied to those was what I wanted to show. Toby. So Toastmaster essay was very right. It's called umami. Next one. Aha. What animal is this?
It's a pig.
It's a cow.
It's a cow. Please, what animal is this? Answer me. Oh.
It's a pig. It's a pig. Pig.
It's a pig.
A pig. How many times do we say, every time when we see pigs, what do we say commonly?
I want to eat pork.
Dirty.
It's dirty, right?
Dirty.
Why do we say dirty pigs? Any idea? Because this is fight for the pigs now.
Because they roll in the mud.
Because they roll in the mud.
Why do they roll in the mud?
They sleep in the mud because their body is always
They are
hot.
Cool and clean themselves.
To keep
To cool
cool.
and clean.
They're always feeling hot.
So someone said grooming themselves. Someone said always feeling hot. Any other takes?
To clean their body.
To clean their body.
Yeah.
By getting dirty, you clean yourself.
They are not cleaning.
You like your on there.
No, that's like how they in their they don't have, well, they have hands, but that's how
they are wired.
All right. So today we're officially going to fight for the pigs, right?
That's their taste. That's their taste.
The next time you want to call someone a dirty pig, it may really not be an insult. Bear that in mind. It may not be an insult. And here's why. Pigs roll in mud for temperature regulation. Someone mentioned that already.
Keep cool.
So they don't have proper body temperature regulation, and therefore, just to stay cool all the time. That's one of the reasons they roll in the mud. The second reason is sun protection. Mud acts as natural sunscreen, protecting their skin from sunburn, especially the light-colored ones like this one you see here. So for those of you who do tanning and skincare stuff, pigs have that first class. They
just go and roll in the mud,
What for human beings if we roll, Uncle?
They roll in the mud for parasite control, and that's because it helps to remove parasites like ticks and mites from their skin. For skin health, so those of you who said they do it to keep their skin clean, you were very spot on with that. That's very correct. And finally, for social bonding, guys, think about it now. If a group of 11 players will get on the pitch to play football and get messy, why can't pigs roll in the mud?
You know.
Right? So I'm sure you've learned a thing or two about these two things that we shared today. So for those of us who came here thinking you had 4 senses of taste, you know it's 5 now. And for those of us who would leave this place and say, look at you, dirty pig, please, we're screaming on behalf of the pigs. That's not a fair statement to make because it's actually for skin health and skincare. Thank you, and it's back to you, the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ollor, for that insight. I did not know skin rule in the mud for sunscreen. I mean, I'm a skincare girl. I love the sunscreen, but I don't see myself really in the mud for that protection of the sun. But yes, thank you for that insight. I totally enjoyed myself and I learned a lot. Yeah. At this point, fellow Toastmasters guests on this call, I know you're not tired of listening to our speeches. You're not tired, right? Are you tired?
No.
Love it. At this point, I would love to call to the lectern the evaluator for the third speaker, and that is Toastmaster Edidion Jimmy. He is an architect and project manager. He is a member of Your Premier Speakers Club on the Dynamic Leadership Path. His hobbies are tennis and watching combat sports. His favorite quote is, "Nature is the purest portal to inner peace," by Angie Crosby. Toastmaster Edidion, I yield the lectern to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Grace Peters. Good afternoon once again, Pecten Toastmasters Club. My duty is simple: to evaluate Toastmaster Lydia. Toastmaster Lydia would be doing our icebreaker. That's her very first speech as a Toastmaster. And what is expected of her? Simple: to introduce herself and learn the basic structure of the public speech. When I spoke with Toastmaster Lydia yesterday, I asked her, "What do you really want me to look out for?" She said, "Everything. I'm a budding Toastmaster, so look at every part of it." And she told me she did 1 or 2 with our mentor, and I believe she will break a leg. Break a leg, Toastmaster Lydia. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Edidion, for that delivery. At this point, I'd love to introduce the delectable budding Toastmaster Lydia. She is a Pecten Toastmasters member. She's speaking from the presentation mastery path. Level 1, obviously, her first project. The title of her speech is "A Mix of Beautiful Colors." Toastmaster Lydia. Toastmaster Lydia, a mix of beautiful colors.
So color is a power that directly influences the soul. These are the wise words of Wassily Kandinsky, a Russian painter and an art theorist. And he's correct. But I dare say that colors not only influence the soul, it also mirrors it. Good evening, Toastmasters and honored guests. I'm Ekwedike Adaku Lydia, and I am a mix of beautiful colors. So it was actually when I started to put together this speech that old memories came flooding my consciousness. Even once I thought I'd forgotten, each memory a beautiful piece of color that has come together to create better versions of a unique and spectacular me. Please raise your hands if you've ever been asked what you wanted to be when you grew up. Thank you very much. I got that question as well, countless times. And I kid you not, I had no specific answer for anybody because I wanted to be a lot of things, from a TV presenter to a singer to a medical doctor. In fact, Dad wanted me to be a medical doctor, and the man meant it. He made sure to drill it into my subconscious with every conversation we had. But today, I'm a medical microbiologist and a data analyst. So today I am here to tell you about 3 defining parts of my life that has shaped who I am: my family, my passion, and my love for money.
Human life.
First, my family. I was raised in Enugu City, 042, a city green with enjoyment, where I got my primary, secondary, and tertiary education. And my family, a family of 7, loved and valued success, kindness, and hard work. It was black in my family at some point because we had nothing. But we had each other. We had lots of love and laughter. My siblings and I look back at our childhood antics, especially the moonlight tales told by my parents or some other elder in the compound to us kids. And man, we had a blast as kids. And this foundation is one of the greatest gifts of my life. Let me tell you about my passion. I've not always been an avid reader, but at some point I was addicted to philosophy, logic, deep thinking, and mind works. I still believe that this personality of mine led to my discovery of the realest and truest law I have come to know, the law of attraction, where I gathered that whatever you think about and feel about, you bring about. It is law with cosmic guarantee. So focusing on my passion has helped me gain balance in the world and has really strengthened my body. And finally, my love for money. Yeah. I love money. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I love money. I mean, as a correct Igbo babe, what do you expect?
Nothing else.
I strongly believe it was by the inspiration of the Holy Spirit my parents gave me my name, Adaku, which translates to daughter of wealth. Because, man, I kid you not, this name speaks for me. At a very young age, I discovered I had an uncanny love for building businesses. And guess what inspired this love? Money, of course. My love for money inspires me to wake up very early in the morning thinking of new ways to make money. It has taught me hard work, resilience, and passion for what I love. And then I have decided to surrender to this love. My life has been a mixture of colors, good and bad. Okay. It has been black, it has been yellow, it has been green in my life. I have been beat down to my knees without no assurance of getting back up. Repeatedly scarred by failure. But I dare say I am most proud of my scars. So, dear Toastmasters and guests, your lives as well is a mix of beautiful colors. Focus on this because it's the colors of challenges that truly make the colors of success magical. So be proud of your colors because they matter. Thank you, and it's back to you.
Hi, Toastmaster Grace.
You're muted if you're speaking.
Oh my. Can you confirm that you can hear?
Yes.
Can I be heard?
Yes, you can. We can hear
Oh
you
my
now.
goodness. Thank you so much. I was just saying that, Madam VP, kindly confirm that these are budding Toastmasters because the confidence level they're exuding is on another level. That was mind-blowing, Toastmaster Lydia. I totally loved that. The beautiful colors of our challenges transcend into the beautiful colors of our achievements. I think I'm just rephrasing that, but that stood out for me. Thank you so much for inspiring us. That was amazing at all levels. Toastmasters, guess I do not need to say anything. I need to see the chat box buzzing because that speech was inspiring. So yes, let's marinate Toastmaster Lydia with all the comments, the pleasant words. What did she do that stood out for you? What was the high point of that speech for you? And where do you think she can do better? Fellow Toastmasters guests, I am looking at the chat box. The ice was shattered. Thank you, Toastmaster Lydia. Thank you so much. The lady with love for money, excellently done. Thank you so much for the feedback. At this point, I'd love to bring the last but not the least speaker for today's session. And that's none other than, oh, we still have two speakers left. So I'd love to bring just one. Okay, nice. So I'd love to bring to the lectern Toastmaster Elizabeth, aka Queen of Smile. She is a customer relationship officer. She's a member of Lentor Toastmasters Club. She is on the innovative planning path, volunteering, learning, taking pictures, and hanging out with loved one is her hobbies. We share that in common. Her favorite quote is, "The world is full of good people. If you can't find one, be one," by Mother Teresa. Toastmaster Elizabeth, the lectern is yours, please.
Thank you most kindly, Madam Tiamodi. Please confirm you can hear me.
Yes, you can be heard.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. And it's my first time being here. Okay, so thank you. All right, so my work this afternoon is to evaluate Toastmaster Tari, Toastmaster Dr. Tari, yeah. And while we had our conversation, like every other speaker, she would be introducing herself, giving the icebreaker speech. But Dr. Tari is a budding Toastmaster. She's not like the new Toastmasters. So we're looking out for a seasoned speech from her. She's reintroducing herself. This is her second pathway. She'll be telling us who she is, and I'll come back after the speech to give her feedback on her speech. So it's back to you, our TMOD, the ever-smiling Toastmaster Grace. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Elizabeth, for that. At this point, I'd love to bring to the lectern. I wish I could say she's a budding Toastmaster. No, this is a seasoned Toastmaster. So I'm expecting nothing short of excellence from her delivery. Her name is Toastmaster Tari, Toastmaster Dr. Tari. She is speaking from the Visionary Communication Path, Level 1, Project 1. She is a member of this club, Pecten Toastmasters Club. The title of her speech is A Compedium of Me. Toastmaster Tari, A Compedium of Me.
It's Ernest Hemingway that gave the quote, and he said, "It is good to have an end to journey towards, but it is the journey that matters in the end." It is good to have an end to journey towards, but it is the journey that matters in the end. Good evening, dear Toastmasters and guests, and it is my delight to be with you again today. Life, as they say, is a journey of ups and downs, twists and turns, sometimes even detours. Sometimes we'll plan for one thing and we get another. Sometimes we don't plan, but then we end up with something. I'm here today to share with you just a little bit of my journey. What has made me the person I am today? Full of moments that were both joyful and sad, full of ups and downs, but yet it has made me the person I am today. And I mean, why not? I'm reintroducing myself to Pecten Toastmasters Club. It was a bright, sunny Easter Monday many years ago. I was only 3 years old, so yes, I was a toddler. And I remember, not vividly, but I do remember somehow, my mom lying on the couch that sunny afternoon, taking a nap. And she had a glossy magazine that she had been reading that she dropped on the floor. Now, in those days, I think our parlor was fully carpeted. So you can imagine a glossy magazine on the floor and carpets. What do you think would happen? What happens? I can't hear anyone. Trips, gliding movements, very easy gliding movements. And I was a budding skater I wanted to skate. I felt ice skating was what I wanted to do with my life. And so while no one was watching, mom was asleep, magazine was on the floor with the glossy cover, I decided to try out my skills. And I put one leg on the magazine, one foot on the magazine, and propelled myself with the other. I started doing twists and turns, thinking I was having fun. And then another bright idea came to my mind. And the little voice said, why don't you jump and twist and turn and land on one foot as you normally see on TV? Yes, that wicked voice told me to do that. And without thinking, because I couldn't think, and without thinking, I did the jump, the twist, and tried landing on one foot on the magazine, and the magazine went in a different direction. All I remember was the story my mom told me, saying there was a crack and there was a shrill scream. She heard the crack from her subconscious, and she heard the scream that jolted her eventually out of her chair. And lo and behold, this little 3-year-old had given herself a fracture of her left femur. For the next 3.5 months, I was lying on my back in the general hospital ward, children's ward, because my leg, that particular leg that was fractured, was suspended in the air, hanging from a frame. It's called skin traction, where they keep you in that position so that the bones can align and you can also have time to heal. 3.5 months in that position, and my mom would sleep on a chair. So essentially, the ward became my home. I learned ABCs, nursery rhymes, 1, 2, 3s, going in and out of doctors, radiologists, injections, or whatnot. But looking back, guess what I think happened at that time? I think that's where my love for medicine started. I think that's where the idea was birthed, that I wanted to be a doctor and nothing else. And so growing up, I was one of those children that you would accost and say, Tari, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I'll say, doctor. For me, that was natural. Fast forward a few years, primary, secondary, get into the university. And like all of us, we would write GCSEs or WAEC, JAMB, and get into school. Of course, medicine, first choice, medicine, second choice. Lo and behold, admission letter comes. And what do I see? Physiology. And I was asking, what is physiology? Is it physics? And they said, oh, it's one of the medical sciences. You will be a physio. I said, never. Physiology. And then it was like, you know how it is when your mates are getting into school? You're like, this is the end of my life. I'm the only one left at home. But then a voice said, you need to just take it. If you make up to 4 points, your CGPA by your second year, you can switch over to medicine. That was the only thread of hope I held on to. And me that wanted to be a baby girl in school, I had to force my way, read, and make the 4 points and get into medicine. And then I thought the journey would be smooth from then on. But then there was a downturn. In my 4th year in medical school, disaster struck. What we didn't see happening happened. And it was a bright, another sunny day. I'm weary of sunny days, where I left my dad at home, even though he wasn't quite well, he wasn't that ill. And told him, Daddy, I'll see you later in the evening. And I went to school. By the time I was back, was gone. 4th year, my hero, my champion, one I was looking forward to most celebrating me as a doctor, died in my 4th year. Was I sad? Was I depressed? Did I want to give up? Did I want to die? Yes. But then what held me together was the light at the end of the tunnel. I felt that 2 years is not very far down the line. I can do this. I can do this. And I propelled myself on. I've said all this to say, life throws us curveballs from time to time. What you gain out of life is not necessarily what you expect of it, but you just have to make something out of the lemons that life throws at you. I hope this has inspired someone to take charge of their life and to actually use the lemons to make lemonade. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests.
End that set. Good evening, Toastmaster Tari. That was I could definitely throw lemons at you. All you have to do is make a lemonade out of them. At this point, I'll quickly call on our timer. Please, I need to see the feedback in the chat box. Let's see the feedback. Give Toastmaster Tari her feedback. And while we're at that, I'd love to call the timer to come tell us how well all our speakers have fared with the use of their time. Toastmaster Samuel 1.
Samuel 2.
Samuel.
Second Samuel, actually. Oh, it's there.
You're muted, please. Let us know how
Hi.
well you fared with your time.
Okay. To give the timers report, first of all, amazing speeches by the 4 budding Toastmasters. For the prepared speeches, TM Ezekiel-Hart spoke for 4 minutes 30 seconds. The speech was supposed to be 4 to 6 minutes, and he was within time. The second speaker, TM Shakirah, spoke for 5 minutes on the dot. Her speech was supposed to be 4 to 6 minutes, and she was within time also. Third speaker, TM Lydia, spoke for 5 minutes, 40 seconds, also within time. And the final speaker, TM Tari Adebisi, spoke for 6 minutes, approximately 10 seconds. I want to ask the group, is that within time?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Within time, okay, so it's within time. Great, awesome. Good. So that's the timer report for the prepared speeches. Over to you, TM.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, our timer, for that finicky report. Madam VP, can we confirm, are we voting or do we proceed to get the evaluation?
No, let's proceed to the evaluations, please.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. So, fellow Toastmasters guests on this call, this is the last segment of this meeting. If you do not have a pen and a paper, I kindly oblige you to grab one, because this particular session is not just for the speakers alone, but it's for everyone. There's always a thing or two to learn from this particular segment. At this point, I would love to call on our general evaluator, Toastmaster Samuel Adu, who would be facilitating this segment. Toastmaster Samuel Adu, the lectern is yours, please.
Thank you, TMOD. Let's give her a round of applause for the wonderful job for the very good section. I listen, I watch with keen interest. This is time to get feedback. As said by the Toastmaster of the day, it's not just for the speakers alone. Every one of us, both the guests and Toastmasters, the feedback is going to help us more better in our next speech and also in the role we're going to play at Toastmaster, even outside the Toastmaster. I will be inviting the evaluators one after the other, starting from the evaluator of Toastmaster Sona, who took us away during his speech. The evaluator of Toastmaster Zona is Toastmasters Tobiloba Elizabeth. Toastmaster Tobiloba Elizabeth has been introduced before. You will give an evaluation of the speech of Toastmaster Sona. The virtual icon is yours, Toastmaster Tobiloba.
Thank you very much, the General Evaluator. I'm very sure that we have all had an amazing time thus far. Without wasting further time, very quickly, first of all, I was taken away by the title. When you know, to recognize a good speech, you recognize it first of all from the title. When the title captivates you. And so Toastmaster Sona came and said, who are you really? I'm very sure it got most of us wondering. You know, we could not tell what exactly to expect. And what I was most impressed with that I commend Toastmaster Sona was how you brilliantly inserted humor at the beginning of your speech and how you also ingeniously referenced the Eiffel Tower behind you, even though that was not supposed to be the right place and time, but you found a way to just wing it and weave it in. I thought that was absolutely brilliant. Then when you said, Sona, who are you? I have expected a one-liner as an answer, but I was surprised because you took us by surprise and also subtly asked us not to box you, because you said, I am Sona the engineer, Sona the entrepreneur, Sona the content creator, the brother, the son, the friend, and most importantly, the budding Toastmaster. That gave me goosebumps. In fact, I had to throw my sweater on. Toastmaster Lydia is my witness. And something else that stood out for me was when you said, I came here to share my dream so I can share my story. I don't know how. In fact, I had too many emotions, too many mixed feelings. I did not know how to even sit right on my seat. It just, it was like a haha moment. It really opened up my mind, and I'm like, I came here to share my dream so I can share my story. It's like holding yourself accountable. To me, if I were told that this is your very first speech, I would almost not believe you. But this is quite impressive for a new Toastmaster just starting out. And like seasoned Toastmasters do, I love how you ended your speech with a punchline, and I'll reiterate for the room to hear. You said, I can be whatever I want to be, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to be whoever I want to be. I thought that just stood out. Toastmaster Sona, I feel like you indeed shattered the ice. And as a budding Toastmaster, the sign of promise is vivid. I can see it, it's clear. Your star is bright. And again, please, this is your starting point, I promise, and I hope to hear you speak more often. Thank you very much, and it's back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you for that great evaluation from Toastmaster Tobiloba. Toastmaster Sona, congratulations. I love your sense of humor. And when you were speaking, I was even wondering if this is the first stage, because you spoke very well. The next humorous contest at this club, please make sure you show up. I'm telling the Vice President Educational to ensure that you're enrolled for that. What a great speech. The next speaker is going to be evaluated by our president, Toastmaster Ekwuchi. She's going to evaluate Toastmaster Shakirah. Toastmaster Ekwuchi, please, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, evaluator. In my usual fashion, I'd please implore that we unmute our mics and give a rousing round of applause to Toastmaster Shakirah for giving that speech. Thank you. I'm almost confused. I know the word of the day, budding, was thought about ingenuinely to describe the icebreaker thing. Everyone being budding Toastmasters, new people. Toastmaster Ollor, I don't think that word of the day is happening, because these people don't speak like budding Toastmasters. Toastmaster Shakirah, well done. You successfully shattered the ice. I've known something about you today, and that, number one, is the first aim of an icebreaker speech. The topic, trust your gut. I, for one, am one who is a great ardent believer of trusting one's gut. I'll first start by the thing with the things you did very well. I love that you were confident. I love that you did not stutter or try to or feel shy or thrown up at the beginning. Most times at the beginning of every speech, when you're just starting off, it's easy to sense some fear. With you, that gaze was saying, I know what I'm doing and I'm here to do it. I also love that you looked very beautiful. I love your dress, by the way, very good. I love that you infused vocal variety and humor into your speech. When you said, people actually go to uni to study French. That was funny. And I like how you changed your voice when you said that. You also said, I was very happy. That was good. But I thought you could have done better. It almost seemed like you were screwed to that point where you were standing. There was no movement. You didn't even do pivotal fulcrum things. That no one is saying do prayers and go from here to here, but slight movements would have helped. Your hands as well, they were down all through. It would have been lovely if you had them in some kind of movement or motion at some point. Your eye contact as well, it seemed like you were looking down for the most part. You want to see that you're looking at us. Also, when you were starting off, you reintroduced yourself. My name is Shakirah, and my topic is, we already did that. As a bona fide or experienced Toastmaster, we were told that start off without all of that. We've done it for you. All you need to do is just get into it, right? So next time, just get into it. All of the introductions have already been done for you. I'll just love that you be more expressive and that you move a bit more. You connected your topic with the speech. That was very well done. All in all, it was good. You gave us a call to action and you said, trust your instincts. I'm leaving with this, by the way, and you should trademark. I don't know who said that. I don't know if it's your quote. If it's yours, please trademark it. Trust your instincts. They know what you need before you do. I'm going away with that. Thank you so much, Mr. Shakirah, and I'm looking forward to listening to you speak over and over again. Back to you, the general evaluator.
Thank you, dear President. It's very appreciate for that evaluation of Toastmaster Shakirah. Toastmaster Shakirah, I love your story, your confidence level. You're not speaking as if you're starting this, the first speech at the Toastmasters meeting. I love your confidence level. Please keep it up. Just use the stage well next time. What a great speech. Now the next evaluator is Toastmaster Jimmy. So Jimmy is going to evaluate his third speaker, Toastmaster Lydia. Toastmaster Jimmy, what is yours?
Thank you very much, Mr. General Evaluator. Raise your hands if you've ever been asked what you wanted to be when you grow up. Now I say, raise your hand if you love money. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, I witnessed a professional speaker in Toastmaster Lydia Adaku, daughter of wealth Ekwedike, a mixture or a mix of beautiful colors. Come on, did you hear that's an aphora from a budding speaker? My family, my passion, my love for money. Beautiful. Did you hear lots of love and laughter? A beautiful triad from a budding Toastmaster. At a point, I went back to the agenda to check if this is truly an icebreaker. Did you listen to that body gesture, that body language, the vocal variety? That was good. Beautiful. I just learned the meaning of Adaku, daughter of wealth. Toastmaster Lydia, you met your speech objective. You gave us a basic structure of a public speech, a beautiful opening, wonderful storytelling, and a powerful, captivating call to action. What will I recommend for you? I recommend you just one, to employ the power of pauses so that those beautiful things you said to us will sink in. You did a great job. Like I said, captivating opening, beautiful storytelling, and a powerful call to action. My life has been a mixture of colors. Be proud of your colors. That was beautiful. You met your speech objective, and I can pay to listen to you speak. Speak more, Toastmaster Lydia, and over to you, Mr. General Evaluator.
Thank you. Proud of your color, Toastmaster Lydia. That was great confidence, standing in a physical meeting, and you assume that confident level. Great speech, great delivery. And the last speaker, last but not the least, is Toastmaster Tari. This is going to be evaluated by Toastmaster Elizabeth. Toastmaster Elizabeth, the floor is yours.
Thank you most kindly, the General Evaluator. Please confirm you can hear me.
You are audible.
Thank you. Good evening again, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Toastmaster Tari, you started with a quote. It is good to have a mind towards a journey, but it is the end that matters. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, did you notice that Toastmaster Tari repeated that quote twice? What was she trying to do? She was trying to ensure that every one of us caught the message and we had it written down. This is a very good way to catch your audience attention, and that was a good one to go by. Then she switched over, telling us, taking us to the childhood memory of how a house would be with the carpet and then the magazine. Please, is there anyone here that went to that childhood memory with her? Can I see your hands up? Yes. She took all of us to her journey. So it wasn't just a journey of her, but we went to her journey. And what I loved most about Toastmaster Tari's speech was the fact that she said, what I picked out from there was that she used what happened to her pain. She turned it into her pleasure. Toastmaster Tari broke her leg as a child. Every one of us as kids wanted to take adventure. She broke her leg. But in the midst of that, that was when she found the passion to become a doctor. She made us know who she is. And then she told us about her father, who she had hopes on, that she lost along the line. I loved the fact that she asked us questions and waited for us to answer. That was to carry her audience along, to know that she was not alone since it's an online meeting. Then I liked that she used words like her mother heard a crack and a scream at the same time. How can you hear a crack and a scream at the same time when you were not there? It made us feel like we were in the story. It's a very good one to go by. Toastmaster Tari, what would I love to see? What would I have loved best to see in your speech? As a seasoned speaker, I saw that you were using just one part of your hand to speak. I was looking out for the two of them. At some point, I felt you were resting on something. While speaking, you can use both your hands to demonstrate more. When you talked about the crack and the scream, both hands would have demonstrated more for us to see. And I noticed that you spent more time talking about your childhood and you didn't have the time to speak more about your father, who you wanted to speak about. So I would say you could bend towards that to make it balance. This would just be my recommendation. But I loved your call to action. You said whenever life gives us lemon, we should turn it to something good for ourselves. And we should take up that challenge. You have met the objective of your speech from my aspect. And I want to say congratulations on telling us who you are. Other feedback I will share with you outside of this meeting. Thank you for having me evaluate your speech, and congratulations. It's back to you, Jenna.
Toastmaster Elizabeth, always smiling, and that was a great evaluation that was just done by you. Mr. Tari, congratulations. I love the fact that you shared the story of being remain focused despite the challenge you had while growing up. Congratulations on this note. Let's jam our hands together again for all the great speakers today. Thank you. We proceeded to the evaluation by calling my tag team. I will start from the grammarian. I'm not going to call him she now. I'm going to call him he. Toastmaster Oluwatosi Adeleye. Please share your
Thanks. Thank you so kindly, the general evaluator, the first Samuel. And it's Adeyeye. But it's fine, thanks. Yes. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, Toastmasters and our dear guests, it's been a great night. Sorry, I can't put on my camera because of the bandwidth. And I would like to commend all the speakers tonight. For some reason, I felt like maybe Toastmaster Ollor had shared with you the burden, the word of the day rather, before the commencement of the meeting, because you were very magnanimous with the use of the word of the day. So here's my report. For the use of the word of the day, Toastmaster Samuel, first Samuel, the general evaluator, used the word of the day twice. Toastmaster Grace Peter, the TMOD, used the word of the day 4 times. Toastmaster Tobiloba once, Toastmaster Sona once, Toastmaster, sorry if I mispronounced your name, Toastmaster James, the president, used it twice. Toastmaster Tobiloba, no, Toastmaster Eddie used it once, Toastmaster Elizabeth once, Toastmaster Tari once, Toastmaster Samuel once. For the improper usage, we had one of our speakers while he was delivering a speech said, how do you want to explain to your parents? I would suggest you just go straight and say, how do you explain to your parents? There won't be any want within that context. There was also a part when one of our speakers said, I felt stronger. So I would recommend that there should be a noun or an adjective to sort of point to what you felt stronger about. So it could be, I felt academically stronger, or whatnot that could be used within that context. Then one of our speakers said, I decided to sought advice. So it should be, I decided to seek advice. Then one of our speakers said, I was given an undertaking which says. So it should be, I was given an undertaking which said in the past. Now to our starting usage of words quotes. We had quite a number of them, and for some reason, like the Toastmaster of the day said, it doesn't seem like we have budding Toastmasters here. We have professionals, really. I wasn't able to capture them all, but I will just highlight a few. First speaker, Toastmaster Sona, said, I think it was a quote from Lily Tomlin, I always wanted to be someone, but I should have been more specific. Then I believe this is Toastmaster Tari. She said, I think it has been repeated already, that if life throws you lemons, you should use those lemons and convert them to lemonade. Thank you. That will be my report for tonight. Sorry, I couldn't capture a lot because of the network. Thank you, and over to you, the general evaluator.
Thank you, our grammarian, for that great job. The next role player is Toastmaster Samuel, the hard counter and listening evaluator.
I noticed no one clapped for me. Oh. It's not easy. Oh. But it is well. Thanks. Thanks a lot. It means a lot, yeah.
We clap. We're clapping
Please
more.
go ahead. All right, thanks a lot. Yeah.
Well done to Samuel Ollor. This is Samuel.
Thank you very much, Boss Samuel, General Evaluator.
The second
Honestly,
Samuel,
I would say today, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I would say my job today could be described in 2 ways, as extremely difficult or extremely easy, because looking out for filler words was extremely challenging for me today. Even looking at the fact that we had lots of boarding Toastmasters, I was thinking I would break a record in our counter responsibility today. But unfortunately, I couldn't because of the level of all the icebreaker speeches. Irrespective of that, we had 2 from Toastmaster Victor while he was introducing himself, and we also had 1 filler word from TM Olem while she was talking about pigs and parasites. Right. Aside that, I couldn't capture any other filler words from anyone, and it speaks to the level of our confidence in Pecten Toastmasters. That's all from me, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Second Samuel. I was thinking you will also share a report on the listening evaluation that you did, but that's fine if that was not captured. That will have also helped to test our listening.
Okay.
Next person in my team is Mr. Timer, the third Samuel. Timer, want to give a report?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters, for the time report of the evaluations, the Toby Lola, the evaluators, gave an evaluation in 2 minutes 40 seconds and within time. TM Jimmy spoke for 2 minutes 20 seconds and within time. Then the other 2 evaluators, Ekwuchi Joy James spoke for 3 minutes 20 seconds, while TM Elizabeth spoke for 3 minutes 10 seconds. And I'm supposed they are both within time, right? 3 minutes 10 and 20 seconds are both within time for evaluation.
Yes.
So that's the timer report for the evaluations. Thank you. Over to you, TM, for general evaluator.
Thank you. Can we give this staff team for the professional job they have done a round of applause? Yes, this is now time to give the general evaluation report. I must say that I'm impressed with the quality of meeting at Pecten Club. I think this for me is exceptional. And I want to give it to the leadership of this club, right from the president to Ekwuchi, to the vice president of education, to Samuel Ollor, and all the executive and members of Pecten Club. You deserve a round of applause. Yeah, a couple of remarks, a lot of commendation, I must say. I want to first start that the meeting started on time, and we are still within time as well. It shows that with all the activities, the 4 speakers, we were still within time. I think that for me was well managed. Great job by the VP, and also the Toastmaster of the day, who presided and ensured that the meeting moved from one segment to another. In terms of role players, all the role players were present, and they also took their role at when due. And that also showed the impact of what the Vice President of Education has done to ensure that all the role players are there. I saw our messages from time to time also, following up, ensuring that we join the meeting on time. And this helped a very smooth transitions. And that for me was a very great one that the Pecten Club is doing. I love the quality of the audio and video in the physical room. I think for me, sometimes hybrid meeting is a challenge at Toastmasters meetings. But if I look at what happened today, the quality of video, we have 2 speakers from the physical audience they did a very great job in terms of quality of audio, quality of video. I think that's for me. Keep it up. Whatever tool you are using is the best. I think we can learn from you. Other clubs can learn from you on this. I love the guest segment. We can do it. We can do it. I love the guest segment. Let's appreciate ourselves. Let's appreciate Pecten Club. The guest parts where guests were introduced, I think that for me was a very good one, which was coordinated by the president. I also love the interactive section, which was done by the vice president of education. We're taking a lot out of this meeting. You know, if I look at it, for instance, I got confused. I don't know what to say. How many senses of taste do we have? But now I can say confidently that we have 5 senses of taste that we have, and I will also explain more. Sometimes I have a different view about pig, but now Samuel Ollor and Pecten have told me that I should change my perspective about pig as well. And I think that for me is some of the things I took out from this meeting. In terms of the attendance, you know, the meeting at some point we have like 45, 47 participants, apart from the people in the audience. I think that for me is an exceptional job. We must give it to this club. The vice president, public relations, doing a good job to ensure that the right publicity is in place. Even after almost 2 hours, we still have 36 people in a virtual meeting during weekday on Tuesday. I think for me, whatever you are doing that is giving this number, you need to showcase it not only in your area, bring it to the division. Bring it to the division so that we can learn from you. Toastmaster Ollor, citation for that. I love the brand communication, you know, how you promote your club, the virtual background. That for me was also very good. I also love the chat channel. The chat channel was very busy all through the meeting and was very engaging. That was also showed that the if the meeting is of high quality, you will see that as an indication in the chat channel, and the quality of role players that we have today, the evaluators, they are very exceptional professionals. You know, the evaluator, the speakers, I think that for me was a very great job. All in all, I want to say thank you, Pecten, for this quality meeting. Maybe one or two things just to recommend, you know, especially for the Zoom master, you know, when you are setting the invite, you could set the participant joining, you mute them by default. You can also disable their audio or their video. That helps. You know, sometimes when some people join the meeting, they don't know how to mute immediately. You know, and that's we avoid some little distractions that we have. I also saw that some of the role players, especially the speakers, they don't rename themselves to indicate what role they are playing. Can be especially for those of us joining online. That means let us know the role you are playing. That helps, you know, to also connect with you. By and large, I've enjoyed my time, you know, at Pecten today. Great team. This is a great club. I want us to give them a round of applause for this wonderful meeting. Thank you. Back to you, delectable Toastmaster of the day. She has done a great job. Toastmaster Grace Peter, my role model. Toastmaster Grace Peter.
Thank you so much, our general evaluator, Toastmaster Samuel Adu. You and your tag team, you guys did a phenomenal job. Definitely, we've gotten value from every feedback that was shared. Thank you so much. Fellow Toastmasters guests on this call, how do you feel? How do you feel right now? I need you to just put a word, just one word on the chat box. How do you feel? I mean, how has this meeting been to you? For me, it's been blitzing. It's been exciting. It's been fun. How has this been? How has this meeting been for you? Blitzing, Toastmaster essay, amazing. I'm waiting for the word. The physical audience, you guys are having refreshments. Toastmaster Ollem, I don't know what. This is discrimination. Where's our refreshment?
Exhilarating and what's that? Spectacular and what again?
Mommy.
What again?
Mommy. Don't say mommy.
Don't say
Thank
yummy.
you.
I'm offended.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this opportunity. As we wrap up this meeting, I would just like to say a very big thank you to all our speakers for serenading us with your speeches. We gleaned from it. To our evaluators, thank you for the constructive feedback we received, and even to our role players, thank you for creating value for this meeting. And I just want to remind you that we learned in the course of the meeting, just in case you forgot, Toastmaster Asona reminded us that we should be different variation of ourselves. He said, I wanted to be someone, but I would have loved to be more specific. And then Toastmaster Shakirah reminded us that you need to trust your instinct. They know what you need before you do it. And please don't forget, we have 5 senses of taste. And please do not judge the pig for rolling in the mud. You now know why they roll in the mud. Be a mix of beautiful color. It's a power that directly influences the soul. Toastmaster Lydia, thank you for that. And Toastmaster Tari wrapped it up by reminding us how, as kids, we had all sorts of ideas in our mind, but it is good to have an end to the journey towards, but it is the journey that matters. Journey over destination. And at this point, I would love to say thank you. It's been my delight playing the role of the Toastmaster of the day. And it's back to you, Madam President, Toastmaster Ollem, who is receiving the lectern, please.
Madam President is here. She's around the
So, Madam President.
Hello. Oh, what a meeting. What a meeting. I'm exhilarated. I'm excited. I'm all of those words. There is nobody in this room that is an first speaker. All of you are disguising. Say the truth down, or I'll call police. That was amazing. You took us all on a journey. And this for me is a testament to how promising your journey is as a Toastmaster. I know that for sure, if you're starting off on this foot, the sky is your springboard. Well done to everyone. Without further ado, I'll just go straight ahead to doing a proper guest welcome. How many people are still on the call? I just want to say thank you to everyone that is still here. 33. Oof. Okay, so please, with a show of hands, let me see who is new. I'll just call your name and acknowledge you. You might not have the opportunity to speak because we're running behind time, but I would love to just call your name if I see your hand raised. Victor Uraka, welcome. Let me see. Who's that? I see another hand. Eweka Favor, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Ifoma Onyejekwe, thank you so much. Obots, thank you so much. Goodness, thank you for joining us. Is that all we have? Any more guests? Idika Kingsley, thank you for joining us so much. You are the star of today's show. Welcome to all our guests. We love having you. Please put in the chat box, how did you feel about today's meeting? Is this something you want to use your time to do again and again and again? Let us know. Leave feedback. I'm sure the form has gone on the chat box right now. So leave us feedback. That form helps us to know what we can do better. There's a slot for what to continue, what to stop, how to improve. We are in the season of Shoshin, right? Shoshin. Letters mindset. We're always willing to learn and improve. So please drop your feedback for us. We would love to see all of those. Welcome, welcome. A few announcements. Our next meeting would be held on the 3rd of December. That would be our second to last meeting for the year. The last meeting, please confirm before I say something that I'm at the top side. Are we having a party this year?
Certainly.
Beautiful. Usually we have an end of year Christmas party. That's usually the last meeting of the year. We'll have one on the 3rd. We'll communicate what date that would be to everyone. So we're
we'll make plans ahead of time to be here or virtually. If you're here virtually, no, you're lost. If you're able to come in person, that would be great. Thank you so much. Happy International Men's Day to everyone. Thank you to everyone that has joined. All Liz, Iwoha, thank you for joining us. Every single person. Esther, thank you. I see your hands up. Everyone that has joined from another club, all our guests in the room. Please, who are the guests in the room? I'm really sorry. I didn't have the guests in the room. What's your name? Joy. Juliet. Chisom. Lois. First and second Chisom. Okay. Ayo. Christian. That's my guy over there. Evangelist, exactly. Uche and Belumi. Thank you so much. We love you all and we're looking forward to seeing you again. Tongue twister time. Bam, 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 bam. So we want one person in the audience and one person in the room to try a tongue twister today. Who is the brave person in the room? Let's start from the room. Budding. So I don't know what to call him budding, but aspiring Toastmaster Amy, Dr. Amy, please go ahead.
All right, let's get it going. How many times, please?
Five times. Please, come. We want to all see you.
All right, let's get this one going.
Okay.
Okay. An ape hates grape cakes. 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 And an ape hates grape cakes.
He did 3 out of 5. He did 3 out of 5. That was so actually impressive. Well done. Who wants to try? Okay, one more person in the room. Okay. Somebody in the audience, a virtual audience can't run away. We need one volunteer from there.
All right.
5 times.
An ape eats grape cakes. 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 An ape eats grape cakes.
Now, wow.
That's good.
We have 2 people online who want to try. We have.
That's the hand I can see. Go ahead.
An ape hates grape cakes.
We can't hear you clearly, please.
We have Lizzie and Oyinye. Maybe theirs may be clearer.
0.5.
Okay, so Lizzie Solomon. I hear that's the next person.
Yeah.
An ape hates grape cakes. An ape hates grape cakes. An ape hates grape cakes. An ape grape hates.
Ape grape hates cakes. That's okay. Okay, we'll take that. Oh, but do you want to try one more time before we call it a wrap?
We also have Oyinye.
Who's that?
Oyinye.
Oyinye, okay, Oyinye, go ahead. While Obot fixes their text.
Okay. An ape hates grape cakes. 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 An ape hates grape cakes.
Okay. Well done. Although there was a hack. You said it slower, but
yeah.
So last person. Obot, are you ready to go, or you just want to?
There's a wake up favor too.
People are willing to do this. Okay, let's take a wake as the last person. Go ahead. Eweka favor, go ahead. We're listening.
Good evening, everybody.
You or she chicken out?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Please go ahead.
Go ahead.
An ape hates grape cake.
Continue.
Go on. You're supposed to say it 5 times.
5 times. I think it's
And fast.
It's okay. Maybe better luck next time. Thank you, everyone that tried. Looking forward to see you next time. Have an amazing week. Well done.
Well done, everyone. TM Ollem, please, you can stop recording. Please, TM, Madam President, please, I have something to raise. I wanted to suggest that if the virtual audience will not be getting mails, there's no need for a Christmas party. I'm just putting